Morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday School at St. John's. Okay, so we're going to start by ringing the bell. Amelia is actually already working on a project, but we're going to ring the bell. So we hope you are doing well and you are staying safe and life is good for you. So this morning, I wanted to talk about one thing and Amelia wanted to talk about something else. So we're going to do what you wanted to talk about, right? Yes. So that's what Amelia's working on. But while Amelia's working on her project, what you're going to need for your project to follow along are, Amelia's doing some art on the iPad. You can use an iPad.
I'm gonna draw it out on a piece of paper after I'm done the plan out.
Well, there you go. She's planning it out. But you might want to get a piece of paper, and you might want to have a little piece of paper to kind of take notes on, and because we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to draw about what? What did you want to talk about this morning?
What is heaven like for you?
So Amelia's wondering, what is heaven like? What does heaven look like? I wonder what heaven feels like. Yeah. So we're going to have some conversation around that. So, but before we,
I also strained my ankle today, so I'm not on the ground.
Yeah, Amelia strained her ankle because we film these after school, so she just came home from school. So I'm curious, Amelia. Tell me why this is so important to you. What is this that's important for you?
Well, one of my biggest fears is actually dying, and because I don't know what it's gonna be like, I just imagine how heaven is like, and for me, imagining that it's good or like it looks like how I want it to look like, that makes it feel important to me.
Okay. Makes you feel better? Helps you, because that has been a big fear that you've had for a little while now. And I think that's kind of normal. I think we all sometimes we have worries and we have fears, and sometimes those fears are around when people have died, worries that we're going to die. I know you were worried that I was going to die, and what happens after we die, because we just don't know. Except, Mommy, I would say we do know one thing, which is when we die,
we'll go to heaven
and be with
God.
Right, we go to be with God. We go to be with Jesus. And I think we go to be with the people that we love. So that's what I think of. So when I think of heaven, so when I think of heaven, if I had a piece of paper and I was going to write out all the things that I wonder about, what I think heaven is going to be like, I would say the first thing I want to see when I get to heaven is I want to see the people I love who have already died and who are with God. The people who loved me.
I would see my dog.
You would see your dog Reuben. I would see my dog Hannah. I would also see my grandmas and my grandpas and lots of the people.
I would see my grandma and my grandpa.
Well, your grandma and well, maybe, but they're still alive.
I know.
Okay.
When they do.
When they do, yeah.
And I would also see Oma and Opa when they do.
Right. But again, they're still alive.
I know,
yes.
But when they do.
When they do.
It will happen, but I know that.
Right.
But I don't like to talk about it.
I know, because it's hard, because we will miss them. But I wonder, Amelia. Ooh, I love the drawing. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But I wonder, Amelia, I wonder who you would like to see in heaven. Who do you think is in heaven? And
I would like to see my dog Reuben, and I would like to see Hannah because I actually didn't get to meet her.
No, she died right before you were born. Yeah.
And I wish I did, so I would want to see Hannah, and I would want to see you.
You would want to see me, yeah. So I wonder what you think heaven's going to look like. So I wonder what you think heaven's going to look like, but I wonder what you guys think heaven looks like. What do you think it looks like?
What does it feel like?
Well, why don't you tell me what you think it looks like? Because again, we don't know. So, but I think it's kind of neat to think about it.
I'm gonna finish up this picture, and then I'm gonna show you guys as like a big reveal.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to draw. And I don't really know what heaven looks like, but I wonder what you think heaven's going to look like. Is heaven going to be a scary place, or is it going to be a really safe place?
For me, heaven's always a safe place.
I would say that I agree. I think heaven is a very safe place. Is it a place? I think of heaven as a place full of love, right? Heaven as a place full of love, because that's where God is, and that's where Jesus is. And that's where the people who love us are. And here's the thing I've always wondered about. Do you think the people who love us, when they die, do you think they stop loving us?
No.
Do you think they stop caring about us?
No.
Do you think they stop hoping and watching, making sure we're okay?
No.
No. I think they stay.
I think Reuben still comes down from heaven and checks on me. Like, I also think he also sleeps in my bed, because he used to do that, sleep in my room.
He used to sleep in your room. He could get up on your bed.
He would used to sleep in my room.
On the floor, yeah.
On the floor.
He only had 3 legs, so
yeah,
he had some
because
troubles.
he got hit by a car as a puppy.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Before we had him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's full of love, and it's full of the people we love and the ones we love who never really leave us, but are always with us, and they're always holding us close. So I wonder what you think heaven is. And sometimes when we have these conversations with your sister, she has some very different ideas of what heaven looks like, and that's okay too.
It's okay no matter what heaven looks like for you. It doesn't, for example, my heaven looks like this. Ignore the other drawings, but that's what my heaven looks like. Oops. But your heaven could look like something different.
Well, and here's the thing. We don't actually know what heaven looks like, because have you been to heaven yet?
No.
I haven't been to heaven yet.
I haven't died. The reason why I was worrying about it was I wanted to know what it looks like, and I couldn't ask people that actually were dead, because they wouldn't answer.
That's right. But there's also Jesus too, right?
There's Jesus and God, and they are all in heaven.
And do you think Jesus will be there when you get there?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Jesus will give you a big hug?
Yes. Now, I'm gonna
because you would want a hug. Not everybody's gonna want a hug, but
I'm
Amelia will want a hug.
Get some paper.
Okay.
And some supplies.
Okay.
So I can draw it.
Okay, wait. Because let's finish this, and then you can draw it, and then we can show it to them later. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I wonder what you think heaven is like, and who are the people you want to see? Who do you think is, and who's out there who loves you, who is still kind of holding you as close as they can, and hoping that the best for you, and still loving you. And I have one more question just for fun. What do you think heaven smells like? I wonder what heaven smells like.
I don't know. I've never focused on that.
You never focus on that? What is the best smell in the world?
The best smell for me is chocolate cake baking.
Chocolate cake baking. That's a pretty wonderful smell.
I'm going to add something.
You're going to add a chocolate cake?
No, I'm going to add.
Oh. So I wonder what the best smell in the world is for you.
Sugary smell.
Sugary smell? Yeah. I wonder what the best smell for you is. And to know that it's the smell of love. Whatever it is, it's the smell of love, isn't it? Right? Chocolate cake baking is usually a birthday cake. And it's the smell of someone who loves us. And that's exactly...
I love your baking.
Oh, thank you.
And I love your turkey.
I know. And so and so that's the best part, because that's what heaven is. Heaven is love. Because that's where God, that's one of the places God is. Is God only in heaven though? Where's God?
He's everywhere.
God is everywhere.
He's the wall, he's the picture, he's you, he's me, he's the iPad.
God is right here.
He's here.
God is right there. God is everywhere.
He's in you, he's in me. Wait,
and
he's
on
in
and
you,
on it goes.
He's in me. He's in the bell, he's in the
okay.
iPad.
Thank you. All right. So thank you. And thank you for that conversation. And what a great idea. What a great thing to talk about. So until we see you next, be safe, be happy, take care of the people you love, and we'll see you next week. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Sorry, let's redo the bell.
Go for it.